Hi there, YouTubers. Welcome back to this channel. And today I have some very nice news that my friend here called Helen, True Christian Tears of Sinners on YouTube is actually with me right this moment. And I'm going to ask her a couple of questions. So this is really good news because I've got a little bit of support now. We can support each other here. And so now this is quite important. I wanted to ask Helen what the reason was why that she left the Jehovah's Witnesses and how long she was a Jehovah's Witness. So I'm going to let her speak to you and listen in, folks.
Oh, hi, ugly Watchtower. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all well in spite of the time we are living in. Right, so to answer your question, I was a Jehovah's Witness for more than 25 years and I liked it. But unfortunately, what woke me up from this is the when I found out about the Australian Royal Commission and all the pedophile cases, thousands of them that were not reported to the police by the elders. And I was shocked, and I found this, I couldn't continue being part of this organization, harboring pedophile within the congregations. And my conscience really was, I was shocked, to be honest, and I could not carry on like that. So, yes, that's why I left the organization.
Did you have any other things in there that woke you up as well? Can I just ask you that? Was it just that?
Initially, it was just that, but you know how it goes. When you find something, then you go on the internet, then you type pedophile and Jehovah's Witnesses, then more things comes up, more things come up. So the UN, the affiliation with the UN, all the shares that they had in armaments, a chemical company polluting the earth. I mean, in any case, why have the money of the brothers and sisters and invest in shares, first of all, as we were not supposed to be part of the world? That's a question that I have. And also, it was also the subliminal messages within the literature that was shocking for me. So, one after the other, I found all these shocking things that at the end I could not stay in that organization.
Right. I can completely understand you. And it is a bit of a shocker. And I hope that a lot more Jehovah's Witnesses are going to wake up from this. Do you feel like you were under some kind of a spell or something like that? I know that I think I was personally under some kind of spell. Do you feel that?
Um, well, to be honest with you, yes, I felt, but when I discovered all these shocking things, these scandals, it's kind of like waking up from
From a spell
from
breaking.
a spell, or
Yeah.
having two scales coming off my eyes, and thinking, hey, after all, it was not the truth. I thought it was the truth, but it was not. You know,
How did you cope very well from waking up from that?
it was hard. It was very hard, and sometimes, and also I had to have an operation, a physical operation, and everything was happening at the same time. It was very hard because you talk to people about it, the so-called brothers and sisters, and one by one they turn their back on you. I got this fellowship by the elders because I was speaking up and I was becoming a disturbing element. And I had to be cast aside and to not spread the truth about the truth, if you know what I mean.
Yes, the truth about their lives.
Yes, the truth about their lives,
Yes.
precisely.
So were you married in the religion?
Yes, I was. Yes.
And was he?
Yeah. He was a Jehovah's Witness. Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
So anyway, what I wanted to do is ask you to, if you would kindly read this letter, which
Okay.
is, I'm just going to leave it for you to read here. So it's from, hang on, I can just read here. So it's from avoidjw.org. And basically, this is the letter from the Jehovah's Witnesses who have been abused by Jehovah's Witnesses. Well, they're obviously now ex-Jehovah's Witnesses now, these poor victims. But there's an open letter. Would you like to read it?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's United Kingdom, open letter to Jehovah's Witnesses on behalf of survivors of child sex abuse. Well, I start the reading. An open letter to Jehovah's Witnesses UK on behalf of all UK survivors of child sex abuse at the hands of Jehovah's Witnesses. And this letter is dated the 7th of August 2020. I start. To the leaders of Jehovah's Witnesses in the United Kingdom. We, the survivors of child sex abuse at the hands of Jehovah's Witnesses seek a public apology. We invite you to say sorry on behalf of your UK religious organization for your inadequate policies which have failed to protect us and the wider public from perpetrators of child sex abuse. During the ongoing sex abuse inquiry in England and Wales by ICSA, religious institution, including Jehovah's Witnesses on August the 10th, have the opportunity to go on public record with an apology. We ask you to admit that you are among the institutions that have let children down in the past and substantiate your claim to abhor child abuse with a contrite apology, as other religious institutions have done, rather than claim that you do not have the institutional settings to merit being investigated by ICSA. One of your own articles in your religious magazines, the Watchtower, under the heading "When an Elder Makes a Mistake," explained how leaders in the Bible, such as David, apologized and therefore trying to justify, ignore, or minimize a mistake is much more likely to cause others to lose confidence, whereas apologizing earns the respect of others. Whilst we welcome your recent small improvement, such as the change to no longer require survivors to face their abuser, such changes are absent of any apology, despite decades of harmful practice. Any attempt by you to suggest that such improvements have always been in place is insensitive to victims. We would therefore like to remind you of some of the things that we feel merit an apology. We would like an apology for failing to report all allegations of child sex abuse to the authorities, forcing survivors to have had to face their abuser in male-only judicial meetings, omitting to undertake criminal record checks for all congregation elders and ministerial servants, promoting unvetted members of your congregation to mentor children of single parents, instigating the practice of unvetted ministers in your congregation, inviting children to accompany them in preaching and on Bible study work after school, recommending children struggling with loneliness to befriend older single men who work as ministerial servants in your congregations, teaching children that male elders can be trusted like Jesus, whilst omitting to inform parents that some elders have a history of child sex abuse, allowing known abusers to knock on doors of the unsuspecting public, mandating the shunning of those who speak out. That is found in Shepherd the Flock of God, chapter 12, paragraph 39. We also invite you to explain how survivors of child sex abuse can obtain future compensation, as the Jehovah's Witnesses organization in the UK accelerate their efforts to dissolve individual congregation charities, moving local funds and properties assets under the protection of a company trust. An apology can help heal and is often sought in preference of financial assistance. We think it is the Christian thing to do, and so we appeal to you. Please say sorry on behalf of all UK survivors of child sex abuse at the hand of Jehovah's Witnesses.
That's a very good letter. So I hope that they take note of this. But even if they don't take any note, this certainly gets a big audience to see how humble the abused victims have felt and how they've managed to put this letter together to help others. It's quite emotional, isn't it? Really,
it is, and I really hope this letter. You can see it's heartfelt written.
Yes,
you can sense it. If you have a heart, you can see that, and I really hope that someone somewhere amongst the big ivory tower of Watchtower will be humble enough to accept and say, we should apologize to these people because they don't even want money. They want an apology, a heartfelt apology.
Yes.
Like it says, is better than money.
Exactly. It makes a big difference. It's almost a relief, isn't it?
Yeah. At least they recognize they made a mistake. That's all the victim wants to know.
Yes.
A recognition of mistakes.
Well, we just can sometimes gonna have to hope on this. We've been waiting a long time for this. I mean, obviously, I didn't even know any of this was going on. So,
No.
very, very sad. So I will say this is the end of this video, but there'll be some more videos coming shortly. So thanks for listening in, everybody, and bye for now.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.